if you're looking at the content of music, what would you say you're buying? It's not like everybody talks crass, but 97% of it has no meaning. Banglaladang, what does that mean? Skru pa pa pa. Doesn't have any meaning. You know what? It's just play. We're just having, it's not like the music of the yesteryears where you listen to and obey a barista, Sonia Day. They had depth, they had what they wanted to pass. Even though we have people here in this generation that are doing conscious music, Fela was a great advocate. He did a lot of social, impact.
Okay, I wonder if Jaga Jaga would fall in the same category of meaningless words.
That was a language we used on the street. You use as something that you spoiled.
Something that's cut.
Yeah.
Okay, we have Eeedris Abdulkareem, a Nigerian hip hop singer, in the studio with us.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here. How you guys
It's good to have you. It's really good to have you join us right now.
I'm a fan of this program, so I'm happy to be here.
Nice to see you.
Thank you.
But really, would you because that was Lola speaking there earlier on that report? Would you agree that the way the artists of this, I know you've sat down. You have, in fact, we're going to go into some of the issues you have against some of these upcoming artists. Oh, sorry, artists right now, not necessarily upcoming, but comparative to you, at least you've been there before them. Would you agree that what they churn out now are really empty when it comes, or many of them are empty when it comes to substance?
Most definitely. It's, I'll time it rubbish. Music, for me, it's a universal language, and it should be used to add value to the lives of people. Most importantly, the voice of the voiceless. So most importantly, when you know that you're an artist that's coming out from the ghetto, and music gave you the opportunity to become successful, your responsibility is to pay back to the industry, pay back to the people that made you who you are, speak for them, say the things they couldn't have said because you are in the position to say it. Like Fela would say, music is for revolution.
Absolutely. You took it right out of my mouth. I was going to ask you, so you agree with Fela who said music is not necessarily for enjoyment,
most definitely,
but for
revolution.
But what about the enjoyment part of it? Music really should.
There's time for everything.
Should soothe your soul. So you think a society like Nigeria can do without all the Dorobuchi and the Skelewu and the war kinds of lyrics?
These things they're necessary.
Okay.
When the time is right. The time is not right. Biafra is agitating, Niger Delta is agitating, there's Boko Haram killing the children, kidnapping is going on everywhere. So why are we pretending? And how come you're not using your platform to add value to the lives of people? So for me, you ain't nothing if you ain't doing that.
But you got in trouble when you said Nigeria.
It is about choice.
Do you regret doing that song?
No, I am not. I didn't. I didn't regret that. I am very happy that my message got to the president and the president responded back, and that made me a superstar from the ghetto to something. And that means that I'll become an evergreen for the rest of my life.
All right. Now, in fact, now that you've gone back into that song, for instance, tell us, what was the real message? What was the real inspiration behind that song you wrote? It went viral. The song was really strong, even though the president wasn't comfortable with it because of the image issue that we should create for Nigeria. But what was the inspiration behind that song? What did you see? What really gave you that push?
Okay, first and foremost, approximately 22.2 million Nigerians voted me to represent them at the Olympic Touch Relay. 2004, alongside with Professor Patutomi, Shegun Odegbami, Larry Izamoje, and a couple of great patriots. And that was in Egypt and Athens. And when I was passing my torch, after receiving from Pelé, he said to me, "Where are you from?" I said, "I'm from Africa, Nigeria." He said, "I'm passing my generation to your generation." And Professor Patutomi said the same thing to me. So I go back to Nigeria and I said, "Wait a minute, why do you have this talent? I guess God wants to use you for something. So why don't you speak for the voice of the voiceless?" So back when in the North, when we were kids, we used to play with this thing called Joro, Jaga, Jaga, Gashina, Muna, Taragoro, Butata, So things that are not right in the country can be qualified with Jaga, Jaga. For goodness sake, come on, man. You and I know that there are few states in the Northeast that truly is Biafra. But we don't truly read our history anymore. That's why we don't know. And that's why these guys are agitating. And if I was the president, I wouldn't even make Kanu a superstar.
You think he's a superstar?
Oh, he's a
Okay, that's
superstar all
totally
over the world, whether you like it or
That's a
not.
different discussion altogether.
It is part of
now,
it.
Look, some of these artists today will say, look, who needs, good lyrical content when I'm making money, I've got fame, I'm taking care of my family.
You
And
pay
for as
travel the
long-
world.
And I
And
can
you will
travel
pay-
the world for
then-
as long as
And
I
if
have
you
these
ask
things.
them carefully and secretly, they pay for it
How?
because they are not happy inside them. I won't go deep to that.
Okay.
Do you understand me? And also, any songs that they drop that has no value has the lifespan of 3 months. They will have to replay another one.
That's deep.
Okay. Now you started. You were one of those who the hip hop, the Nigerian hip hop. You and the plantation
Remedies.
Two-Face, remedies, and then
Tony, Eddie Montana.
Exactly, and then
Two-Face,
the
Blackface, and the
exactly.
Face.
They all of you were the pioneers of the new Nigerian hip hop, as the case may be. At that time, if you sit to compare with now, what was the drive apart from apart from just expressing the talents that you have? What was really the drive, and what's the difference
Okay,
between that
the
time
drive
and now?
was basically to let the Nigeria and African community appreciate what hip hop is all about. Hip hop is all about your story. Hip hop is all about where you're from. Hip hop is all about the turntable, the microphone, the DJ, the disc jockey, and all that. And hip hop is about adding value and sending a message to the people. And that's what we've been able to do. And I fought a revolution that made most of these artists getting paid today. If I didn't do that, maybe they wouldn't have been paid today. Maybe nobody would have known them all over the world. You all know what happened between 50 Cent and
Yeah,
And
you and
and
50
yourself?
Cent at that time,
so
exactly.
that is it. So today we've been able to create employment for the federal government in an industry that is not regulated like the telecommunication and the banking industry. So what's up?
Okay, very, very interesting. Now, some people have criticized today's artists as not being really talented, but that the computer has taken over somewhat, has given them that edge. Hardly any of them plays any instrument and all of that. Can you really call them musicians in the real sense?
They are
of it?
hustlers.
Oh,
Wow.
hustlers. Hustling for what?
Everybody wants promotion. They want money. The country is messed up.
Yeah.
The music industry has been able to create a lot of employment. Boys would have gone into armed robbery and kidnapping. So they see it as an opportunity to quickly make money.
So
If their voice will be
they're
heard.
actually closing a gap that
Oh,
is
yeah.
so gaping that
It
if,
has an advantage.
If that gap had been
It's-
left unfilled,
Yeah.
then we would really be in trouble
Yeah,
right now in
yeah.
Nigeria, wouldn't we be?
Oh, we made it happen. They didn't make it happen. So, and I'm happy that we've been able to do that. People like Daddy Shoki, Femi Kuti, Eeedris, Abdulkareem, Eddie Montana, Kenny Ogungbe, Ben Bruce, even TVC made it all happen. Without you guys, none of this dude would have been heard.
All right, now talk to us about the ideal musician. Because all of you, at the time you came up, your passion was so strong, the potentials in your minds and your heads were so strong, and that's what you wanted to express. Now, so tell us what really should be an ideal musician in the Nigerian context right now.
Ideal musician will be somebody that wakes up in the morning and said, God, you gave me this talent for a purpose, and I want you to use this talent for your glory. Secondly, education first. You need to be educated so people will know where you're coming from, so you can add value to the lives of people. Thirdly, you need to go learn instrumentation, whether you like it or not, even if you don't want to play.
So it's a hard
Yeah.
work.
It's very, very important.
It really is. Okay, what do you have to say about the objectification of women and the lewd language and, of course, the S word? I don't want to use that on a family show like this. That is preponderant in Nigerian music today, especially with this, with the young people. Their videos, oh my, leave so much to be desired.
It's simple. They want to copy Americans. They want to sell the word SE, whatever sells.
That's what they
SE,
say.
whatever
Yes.
sells. That is the way forward for them. But that is not true, because you're still going to come back and realize that I messed up all my life.
Wow. And it might be too late after that time. All right, let's bring in Foladele now to give us a perspective on social media, what Nigerians are saying Wow, Fola, it's good to have you again and
Fola,
again and again.
Does anybody really care about?
That's all I'm going to say. Good morning.
Okay.
Good morning, Fola.
I'll leave it at that.
Nice to see you. I'm a fan.
Oh, nice to see you as well. Thank you so much. So let's see what people are saying. Kelvin says, Ghana produces more quality music than Nigeria. Sound engineering, culture-centric lyrics, context. There's no need to even argue that. Nigerians will come for you.
Certainly we'll talk about that.
Nigerians will not be happy with that. Okay, so Malik Berry, who is an artist, a Nigerian artist, had tweeted, never been much of a talker. That's why I find it a lot easier to express my emotions in songs. Next project, we're going deeper. And someone replied saying, how deep? Because Nigerian music lyrics are always shallow. Vito Grenado says, and that's how SA took rap from Nigeria, because we value rubbish lyrics. Good music no longer sells or lasts in Nigeria. Did SA take music from Nigeria? Well, someone says, Asha easily Nigeria's best artist. Solid lyrics every time. Real evergreen music. Ayo, ayo.
Yeah.
Ayo. And Juventino says, I see a future for Nigeria's music scene where Pangolo artists and garbage lyrics artists will play second fiddle.
True.
Okay, I just want to put you on the spot now. I'm sure Mike and Ngozi, before I leave, they will take you up on the Ghana thing. You know, that's always a big deal, the Ghana Nigerian music influence thing.
deal.
But let me put you on the spot a little. Which artists right now are currently your favorite in Nigeria?
In Nigeria?
Yes.
Oh, Mamma Mia. I think I would want to call a few names.
Okay, so call them.
Yeah, I think I'm a fan of Femi Kuti. I'm a fan of Seun Anikulapo Kuti. And techno is trying to be conscious somehow, but the sexting is still taking him somewhere else. You know what I mean? So I don't like any artist that won't have value.
One conscious song.
No, I mean, like Generator won't hear my
Yeah,
ear.
that's the only conscious
So
song.
he should put more effort into things like that. That will make him an evergreen. If not, forget it. They will all fade away.
Do you think that, sir, I'm sorry, Ngozi, do
go
you
ahead.
think that doing conscious music is the only way you can be evergreen? I mean, look at Wizkid, who is probably fulfilled right now. He's performing, he's selling out at Royal Albert Hall in London.
People are already comparing him with Fela.
With Fela, yes, there was
No,
a big issue about that.
That is a different thing. Fela had the opportunity to take the deal from the Americans there, but he refused. He has his reason. He took the deal because he knows why he took the deal. Or did you ask yourself why he ever said that if I die today, I died a legend? Why would you ever think of death? There's some more into it you don't know.
Wow. Okay, and that's deep. That's
Okay,
really
while we
deep.
take that in, this Ghana, Nigeria, almost like
Better music.
That's like East and West
Yeah.
Coast kind of thing abroad.
Yeah.
We remember.
Do you agree with that?
Well, I would say that Ghanaians are just very smart people that take advantages of everything. Nigerian opens their eyes. Nigeria made them what they are. And Nigeria is the best things that will ever happen to Ghanaians. But our Nigerian artists prefer to promote the Ghanaians. And that's why the Ghanaians think they're the best.
Wow.
So
But Mr. Easy.
Oh, yeah, because he said it.
He
It's
said it
simple.
recently.
Oh, so what you think?
But you don't agree with him.
Why he must be very stupid to say a thing like that.
Oh, dear.
Please do me a favor.
please
It
let's
is not
mind
an
the word.
insult. Listen, this is something that is deep.
Yeah,
So
but-
don't get it twisted.
Yeah, but
how
let's-
would you say a thing like that?
yeah.
For goodness sake, it means that you are fake because your music is Ghanaian.
Okay, so
So why are you in Nigeria and how are you making money out of Nigeria?
Okay, so Eeedris, let me quickly take you away from that before I leave. So someone talked about SA, South Africa, and Ghana having better music than Nigeria. But Nigerian music is probably I think we can just say it's the biggest out of Africa right now. Don't you think that whether bad lyrics or not, one of the reasons that we've come this far is because the Wizkids, the Davidos that are not necessarily doing conscious music have taken us far?
No, it's deeper than conscious music. It's deeper than the music itself. It depends on the deal, the sign that you and I don't know.
Okay, so you
Okay.
think there are other...
There's
They're
so
deeper-
much. There's so
they're
much
deeper
behind
on-
behind the
saying-
scene.
Look,
Why
look.
and how come some people have rotations than the others?
Okay. You know what? It would really
we have
have
to
been
go-
a surprise
we have to go now.
if this had not been a controversial outing with Abdulkareem.
Eeedris Abdulkareem.
He's living up to his...
Eeedris, thank you so much for coming on the
Thank
show
you
this
so
morning.
much.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Thank you. All right. Well, it's been a very controversial morning, I must say, but it's wonderful. We had Eeedris Abdulkareem talking about Nigerian artists and music in here, but we have to end the week right now here where we are. Have a great day ahead and have a great week ahead. I am Mike Okwache.
And it's going to be an exciting weekend. The rebranding of Radio Continental will all be there tonight at the Federal Park. Have a great weekend. I am Ngozi Alibu. Let's leave you with the weather report of major cities across Nigeria. Bye.
Musicians, they sleep.